What's up, everyone? I'm Steve, and welcome to another episode of Millionaire Habits. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about 11 unpopular opinions that will set you up to be very rich. You ready? Let's go. Opinion number one, getting rich is a habit. It's not necessarily the things we do consciously, but the things we do unconsciously as we go through life without even thinking about them. For instance, leading a healthy lifestyle or going to the gym regularly, eating healthy foods, thinking long term, only spending money when you have it, not necessarily because you have the available credit limit. Those kinds of things that you don't think about, they just become a part of your life. Those habits are crucial. Number two, making money is easy. Value sells. If you have a marketable skill, a company is going to want to pay you to provide that skill for them in business. That's just the way it works. Making money is not hard. Making six figures is tougher. Making millions of dollars is tougher. That kind of wealth generally comes over a complete career. But making money, providing a marketable skill, that's not hard. Number three, most millionaires are self-made. In fact, there was a study by, I believe it was Fidelity, that found that 80%, that's 80% of millionaires are self-made, which means they did not just inherit their wealth, they built something, they provided value, and that's how they earned their millions. The vast majority of millionaires out there are self-made. And number four, you don't have to hustle 24/7 to be a millionaire. It's okay to take some time off. It's okay to take some time for yourself, to relax, to watch Netflix. Those kinds of things are okay. As long as you're not spending all day watching Netflix, there's nothing wrong with it. So don't let people tell you you have to be on, you have to be hustling 24/7 to make millions of dollars. That's just not true. Number five, growing up poor doesn't mean that you're screwed. In fact, there are enough rags to riches stories in this country to prove that people can pick themselves out of almost any environment that they were put in and make a decent life for themselves. So the cards that you were dealt early in life will not necessarily preclude you from making millions of dollars. Yes, it's going to be easier for some people than it will be for other people, but don't give yourself the excuse to not make millions simply because of the hand you were dealt in a previous life. Number six, money doesn't have favorites, meaning if you provide value, you get paid. And this is true pretty much across the board. If you provide value, you're going to get paid. Now, that's not to say that there is not inequality in this country, in corporate America. There absolutely is. But to say that money has favorites gives a lot of people an excuse as to why they're not earning as much as their counterpart. Asking for raises, asking for promotions, moving around companies, those are things that can easily build wealth for you over time. Number seven, investing is not gambling. The numbers clearly show that if you invest your money in the stock market over time, over the long haul, the vast majority of people make money. Now, that doesn't mean that there isn't any risk with investing. There absolutely is. That's why it's investing. But it's not gambling. It's not up to chance. The longer you leave your money in the market, the greater the likelihood that you will build wealth over the long term. Your significant other will make or break you. You marry somebody who's on board with your goals and your hopes and your dreams, and it's going to be way easier than if you marry somebody who's fighting you every step of the way, or you fighting them every step of the way. If you're able to find somebody who you match well with, especially for your long-term vision, your long-term goals, that's going to make putting the pieces into place that much easier. And number nine, you have more opportunities available to you than virtually anybody in history. We have smart computers right in our pockets. We have the internet. We have scholarships. We have mentorships. There's so many opportunities out there. It seems like we are connected to every corner of the world. All we have to do is take advantage of those opportunities so they work well for us. Number 10, your passions don't pay the bills. Yes, there are exceptions to that, and if you can mesh your passion with your full-time job, I think there's a lot of value there, but for a lot of people, our strengths are what pay the bills. We make money because we provide value in correlation with our strength and not necessarily our passion. Then we can do our passion, we can engage those hobbies at night and on the weekends without having to worry about earning a full-time income off of our passion. Because if we do that, there's a chance that those passions will no longer be our passions because they are now our jobs. Passions tend not to pay the bills. And number 11, a designer degree is not going to make you rich. A lot of young people kid themselves into believing that if you get such and such education, then you're going to have a better chance of building wealth, or every single school that's out of state is automatically better than the schools that are in state. By the way, kids in the next state over might be thinking the same thing about the schools in your state. So it's not necessarily true that out-of-state schools are going to be better. I think there's a lot of value in going in-state, reduce the cost of education, get that degree, get into the workforce with minimal to no student loans, and that's going to set yourself up to build wealth without being in a lot of debt right when you begin your career. And that's it. This is a short and sweet video, 11 unpopular opinions that will set yourself up to be rich. Click that like button if you liked this video, subscribe if you find value out of what I record, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.